William here, Patriot Containers. I wake up early in the summer for some reason. I don't know why, but in the winter I can sleep in so good. I think it's because it's cold and I don't want to get out of bed. But in the summer I wake up at like 6 a.m. And a lot of times where I live in the summer, because it's going to be over 100 for, well, today's supposed to be 97, tomorrow's supposed to be 101, and then Saturday, well, yeah, Saturday is going to be 102. But if you need anything to, like if I need to mow the grass or something, you should do it before noon. So, anyways, I wake up early in the summers. I wish I didn't, but I do. Where do I start? This is another Pinocchio rookie complaint. You gotta understand my videos. There's many parts with why I make these videos. I do it to get my point across. I do it to help people. My business was started to actually help people. I wanted to do a business that did what's right in an industry that does everything wrong. Another thing I do this for, and I don't know what this tells you about me, I want these business owners to know that somebody's watching them and somebody knows the truth about how bad of a company they really are. This company, I was around, obviously I was around a lot longer than this company, or am. I saw this company start. I saw that this company stole pictures of my wife and used them on their marketing, and they stole my personal written content from my ads and then took it word for word, 100%, and just put it on their ads. I reached out to this company's business owner many times because I like to play fair. I really do. I've just, on a professional level, talked to this business owner and say, hey, you guys can do with whatever you do. Let me do with what I want to do, but don't steal my pictures for my marketing. Don't steal the things that I'm writing personally and put it on your marketing. And when I called this company, their employees wouldn't let me talk to the business owner. And I let it go. But, I always knew that every company that says they have a warranty or money back guarantees, they're all just lying to you guys. I also left this company a bad review saying one time, hey, this company's doing this to my business, and of course what they wrote is, oh, sorry sir, we don't know who you are. We're too busy crushing sales. Well, more like crushing their customers with lies. This is the same company that sued me. They don't like my YouTube channel. I have to tell you, these companies that are multi-level marketing schemes, they don't want you to speak with me. They don't want you to see my YouTube channel because I expose exactly how they run their business. So yes, part of my YouTube channel is here to help you. Part of my YouTube channel is advertising, and part of my YouTube channel is letting these idiot owners know that they run the shittiest companies in America. They will never be the best, ever. They're not even close. They're the worst. And my proof is, if you actually go onto Google and click on AI mode and type in the word, or not, just type in this, worst cargo container companies to buy from BBB. Their companies' names will pop up, generated through Google AI mode. Type in cargo container companies with the most complaints. Same companies. So, I was telling this to my wife the other day, that, I made this statement of saying, don't judge me for my accomplishments, judge me on my failures, because I have so very few. I don't have any failures online. I've been around longer than these companies. I don't have a single complaint from anybody that's ever bought a container from me. So these companies want to be the biggest, but they will never, ever be the best. They're always going to be the biggest, but they're also going to be the worst. Me personally, I'm the exact opposite. I don't want to be the biggest. I'm one of the smallest, and but I am one of the best companies in America to buy a cargo container from. So yeah, part of my videos is actually, I know these idiots watch my videos. I do, and their owners are cowards. They're beta males also. They're not manly men. They're beta males, and they are cowards that are hiding behind their employees. And I'm sure their employees know it too. So anyways, let's read this complaint, which is, they're always the same. They're always the same, but a little different. It's kind of like there's not so much I can talk to about it, because it's just, they sell junk, they take forever, they stole the person's money. They're not accountable. Same thing over and over. I've already talking too much, but a lot of these companies start so fast and start so big. They've already laid the path of what their company is for the future. I'll just tell you why. These companies start, and they start a business so fast, so big, that they can't keep up and they can't fix all their problems. So they just stay on the same path and never change. The opposite of what that was is what I did. I used to work for companies like this. I saw the damage and the tornado effect of what happens when you start too fast and too big. And once you get on that path, you can't get off of it unless you shut operations down and fix everything and get on a new path. So what Patriot Containers did, I had a business partner in the beginning. And my business partner was one of those guys that were like, go, 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 go. And I was like, calm down. I've been in this industry. Let me do it the right way. What I did was I chose one little location to market out of, and then slowly walk in so you can learn the ropes correctly on how to process orders correctly. And once you figure out the formula of perfection, then expand into other areas one at a time. So I went from Long Beach to Oakland to Houston to Dallas, and those 4 areas right there can service a huge area of customers that need containers. But I did that slowly over time. I didn't just do it within a month. I waited till I could learn the ropes on how to do this right. And yeah, so anyways, most of these companies don't do that. Just dive in and it's a mess. But they never get off of the path of doing shitty business. They're stuck. They can't go anywhere. Their business will always be a joke, a lie, a false, phony image that what you guys see isn't really the truth. Well, I see it. And that's part of my videos, is to expose these companies on with what they're bad at. And I don't think they'll ever change. I don't think they can change, to be honest. The companies I used to work for, I remember sitting there going, man, the only way to fix this, if I could step up and fix this company that I work for, I would have to talk to the owner and send everybody home for 30 days. Let me grab the bull by its horns, call all these customers, and start really scheduling and getting these containers out and actually change the whole business structure of what the owners started. But I don't know. I don't know. I think it takes a certain type of owner that actually cares. If you don't care, your business is shit. If you do care, you got to do something about it and fix it, or don't go down the path of wrong. Anyways, that's my rant. Let's read this review. It's kind of long. I'm going to read it word for word. It's a repeat buyer, too. I don't understand why. I think these companies have so many employees everywhere that they get an order and they don't even know it's a repeat buyer. They just process it. Sorry, I've still got this cough. They just process the order like it's a brand new customer. They don't even look into that this is a repeat buyer of theirs. I've read this many times on customers. We bought from them in the past and they did this to us. You never do that to a repeat buyer. Shouldn't do it at all. But when you have a repeat buyer, they're coming back to you. It's so easy. Keep them happy at all times. Repeat business is why I'm in this business. You always want to make one sale, but you want to make that sale multiply into more money. If you don't, if you screw it up, that this person goes somewhere else and you lose them forever. Anyways, I'm gonna read this right now. Man, I was excited. I was so excited to try this company until I realized the container that I received yesterday is absolute junk. This will be my third shipping container on my property. And the first, oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I said this is a repeat buyer. This is his first purchase with them, but it's his third container. This is his first experience with them. So I read it earlier, but then I came to my office to make the video. I didn't read it properly. All right, let's start over. I was excited to try this company until I realized the container that I received yesterday is absolute junk. This will be my third shipping container on my property and the first purchase from the company. I met the delivery guy at my property on my lunch break. I showed him where I wanted it and he dropped it there. There was no time for me to do a thorough inspection while the container was still on the truck and it wasn't even offered as an option. These companies say you're allowed to inspect your container before it gets delivered, but then they don't let you inspect your container because of legal issues. They have to unload it. Well, once it's unloaded, your inspection process is doomed. They have every trick in the book to tell you one thing but not honor it and totally screw you over. It's amazing that, and again, I'm gonna sit here and I guess be kind of racist. How come foreigners can come to our country and learn how to rip off people? I don't get it. It pisses me off. You come to this country because we allow you to come to this country, and then you run a business of literally ripping off people that are from this country, and you're exploiting it. Anyways, not really a racist person. But shit, I do believe in statistics. Okay, foreigners come here with a foreigner attitude to America, land of the free, home of the brave, and then you have like a con artist scheme. Why don't you just do business honest? They have every trick in the book, so when the company screws you guys over, that they don't have to be accountable. Pisses me off. Okay. There was no time for me to do a thorough inspection while the container was still on the truck, and it wasn't even offered as an option. Once I got home from work after noon, I lubricated the door hinges and went through the container with a fine-tooth comb. I found that the roof, has already been patched and welded in the area that I found that you could see sunlight, with the doors completely shut and locked from the inside, looking up through the ceiling. I noticed the doors were hard to move after the container was initially dropped. I brought it up to the delivery driver and he said it just needed grease and lubrication. One liner. It's amazing. Anyways, I I went and bought all these supplies to complete the process and still hardly able to move the doors at all. I'm 260 pounds and I have to use all my body weight to open the doors. I filed a claim with the company. It says the company name. And hopefully they will make it right. They won't. You're going to get a boat patch in the mail. There's your answer. They're not going to make it right. Making it right would be them honoring with what they told you to take your money. Yes, sir, we have a warranty. If it has holes, we will replace the container free of charge. Yes, sir, we have a money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you can return it and get all your money back. Well, that was a lie, and they don't make it right. So their warranty, which is the warranty for every damn company in America, is they will deliver you a container with holes, and then you're going to get a boat patch in the mail. That's what's going to happen to this guy. There's nothing that's going to happen. If the customer rejected the container on site and said, no, I don't want that, get it out of here, he signed their terms and conditions. They're going to keep his delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. Now, he's going to file a claim with their warranty department. He's going to get a boat patch in the mail. That's what this company does. And then that's it. So he's still going to be stuck with the same piece of shit container. He's just going to get a boat patch in the mail. Then it's going to piss him off more and probably file more complaints on BBB because there's nothing he can do. Or if he doesn't like the container in 60 or 90 days, whatever their return policy is for a full refund, he's going to lose his delivery money, his pickup money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. So the warranty and the refund policy is total bullshit, not accurate. It's all one-liners, smoke and mirrors. I'm very upset about this since their website makes all their guarantees about their containers being some of the top in the industry, but yet I'm given a container with all these issues. It also says scrap written on it multiple times. Scrap is either damaged or scrap is either as is. It's not wind watertight, it's not cargo worthy, it's not IICL. Scrap is bad. I'm going to close off this video with something that I've heard many brokers say. We're the best, and we have exclusive containers, but everybody else sells damaged and as is junk. We are the only company that gets the best ones. They all say that. The truth is that that's not true. We all have options from the shipping lines to purchase this, good used or new. They don't have any control. The only control that they have is when the purchaser is actually deciding the container that the customer gets. The reason I don't sell this stuff is because I don't buy it. It's because it's cheap. It's crappy, you're going to complain about it, and I don't want to deal with it, and it's not worth my time selling this crap to make $200, $300, $400, $500, $600. I'd rather not make the sale. These guys, by all means necessary, make the sale because the customer is screwed no matter what. Well, I don't have a business like that. If I sell this crap, I get to deal with it every single day. I used to sell this stuff, but I'm going to tell you the difference. I told people not to buy this and to buy a better container. Now, when you're trying to tell somebody to buy a better container, it costs more money. Some people don't know what they're really asking for. They don't want to listen to somebody that's giving you help. If you're giving somebody the option and you're not being truthful about it, you're going to run into this type of bullshit. What these companies do to trick you guys, and it's a very good sales tactic, they're going to tell you, here's your brand new one that costs the most money. And then here's your cheap container and then they're going to say wind and watertight. They're going to tell you warranties. They're going to tell you money back guarantees, but they will not tell you what that container is going to look like and function. What it does is you have this extremely high price because it's the best container that, me personally, I think you should buy this one. Even if you buy from these companies, at least buy a new one. Don't buy their cheap containers, because they're not purchasing you good containers. They're purchasing you guys problems, and they will never be accountable, and you're going to be stuck with this junk. That's how all these companies operate. Here's your high price, here's your low price. Here's all of our lies, and this container is winning watertight. Well, it's not winning watertight. They sold him a container that says scrap on the side, which means damaged as is. They will never, ever, ever tell you that they're selling you a damaged or as is container. So when you have a sales rep that's 1099, that doesn't even step foot into a company, and they're only working at home, working for another company, that sales rep, their job is to make commissions. You know what? I always blame the companies and the owners for how bad their business is. These sales reps that you guys are talking to, they know what company they work for. They really do. They know what they're doing to you. The sales reps selling you guys this junk are as low as the container company that they work for. These are sleazeball people. I was a sales rep once, but I worked for two crappy companies, and I felt bad for what these companies were doing to my customers. And I walked out. I literally walked out, and I actually was going to go work for a third company. And I said, why do that when the same stupid company is going to do the same thing? Why do it? You're leaving one company to go to another bad company. Go do this on your own. Anyways, guys, I got this cough. Can't wait till it's going to be gone. It's going to be one of those colds where you don't even notice it's gone, and like 2 days later, you're like, oh, wow, it's gone. Have a great day. I've been extremely busy, taking big orders, a lot of calls, a lot of referrals, a lot of repeat business. A lot of people are finding me from YouTube. I've been making these videos for 1 year. I want to see these companies actually sit down and try to do videos like this. I don't think they can. It's going to look so phony. I believe in everything that I'm saying to you. Everything that I'm saying to you guys is the truth. I have more experience in this industry than these companies that you guys think are the biggest. Well, they're the biggest, but they might be the worst. These companies don't believe in anything that they're saying. That's why they have cancellation fees, restocking fees, keeping your delivery money. They don't believe with what you're being told, so they have to protect themselves from themselves. They know everything that these customers are being told is total bullshit. Your delivery dates are not accurate, the conditions not accurate, their warranties aren't accurate, their money back guarantees are not accurate. They are the phoniest companies in America. And they're growing and multiplying. That's the point of my videos. All right, guys, have a great one. Sorry if it was a long one. Goodbye.